Earth's atmosphere is the invisible shield that makes life possible. But what if, in an instant, it completely vanished? The first thing you'd notice is the air being sucked from your lungs. Without an atmosphere, there is no oxygen to breathe. Every human, animal, and insect would suffocate within seconds. Birds would drop from the sky, planes would immediately lose lift and crash, and anything that relied on air to function would simply stop working. The sky, once blue, would turn pitch black. Without air molecules to scatter sunlight, daytime would look like the dead of space. The sun would still shine, but it would be unbearably bright and harsh, with no protection from ultraviolet radiation. Then, the real horrors would begin. The lack of atmospheric pressure would cause the water in your body to start boiling. Not from heat, but because liquids need pressure to remain stable. Your saliva and the moisture in your eyes would begin to evaporate instantly. Within seconds, your skin would start swelling as your blood formed bubbles inside your veins, causing extreme pain and rapid loss of consciousness. Water exposed to the open environment would also start to boil away. Lakes, rivers, and even the vast oceans would begin evaporating into space, leaving behind barren, cracked landscapes. Rainforests, deserts, and ice caps alike would all dry up, ensuring the total collapse of the planet's ecosystem. The loss of atmosphere would mean the end of all weather. No more wind, rain, or clouds, just an eerie, eternal silence. Storms, hurricanes, and even simple breezes would be gone forever. The water cycle would cease, and Earth would become a still, unchanging wasteland. Temperatures would drop dramatically. Without an atmosphere to trap heat, Earth's surface would be exposed to the freezing cold of space. The side of the planet facing the sun would experience scorching heat, while the dark side would become unbearably cold. Deserts that once burned at 120 Fahrenheit, 49 Celsius, would freeze solid within hours. The entire planet would begin resembling Mars, dry, frozen, and lifeless. Cosmic radiation from the sun would bombard the surface. The ozone layer, which shields us from dangerous ultraviolet rays, would no longer exist. Within hours, lethal radiation levels would make survival impossible. Anyone still alive would suffer intense burns, radiation poisoning, and, soon after, death. Solar winds, which are normally deflected by the atmosphere, would begin stripping away what little remained of Earth's water and surface gases. Over time, the entire planet would be eroded by space weather, reducing it to a barren rock. But the destruction wouldn't stop there. Without an atmosphere, meteorites, normally burned up before reaching the ground, would rain down at full speed, creating massive craters across the planet. Even tiny debris from space would hit with deadly force, causing fires and destruction wherever they struck. Without an atmosphere, life would be impossible on the surface. The only hope for survival would be deep underground, where some oxygen and warmth might remain trapped for a time. But even that wouldn't last long. Eventually, Earth would become an airless, frozen wasteland, just another lifeless rock drifting through space. Luckily, this nightmare scenario isn't happening anytime soon. But if it ever did, there would be no one left to witness what happens next. Your brain has just been boosted.